Hi guys, how you doing? Tony Schneider here, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about some fundamentals and a little bit of the mindset that is necessary if you are a new personal trainer or a new fitness business owner. And with my experience now, I think it's coming up to 7 years now, that I can share a few tips and strategies that might just help you out. The first thing that I want to do is just say that, building a successful fitness business over time takes a huge amount of mental proficiency. You need passionate resilience, and more so than not, a lot of physical staying power. It's super important. Some essential aspects regarding having the correct mindset must be integrated from day one, where whatever you stand for regarding your training system, the way that you output yourself, you have to be completely 100% completely clear on that. Let me just kind of repeat that. You are completely clear on what you and your training system stands for. It's super important. You need clarity, okay? Clarity is essential in the process of a successful start to your fitness business. And not just a fitness business, I mean, it's super important in any business. If you talk to anybody who owns a successful fitness business, they will tell you probably straight up in certain terms that it's nothing but a juggling act. Sometimes the truth is it's a juggling act, standing on a knife edge, just like mine. You'll need to make sure that you have, let's say, an implemented system that's really good. I call it the nuts and bolts of the business. This will be, for example, the legal and the organizational part of your venture that goes into constructing your business. Then there's the marketing side, where you have to engage and make good solid connections with potential clients, and of course with your current clients, in a way that is purposeful, solution orientated, where you also create an urgency of value, and it's of course always ethical. Just so that they keep coming back to you and they stay with you for as long as possible. Now, while we're on the subject of customers, there's also the part where you have to completely know your target customer, and know your customer like the back of your hand. You need to know what motivates them. You need to know what inspires them. You need to know what moves them, and you need to know exactly what they're looking for, so that you can actually prepare a service or a product or a program that they will buy willingly, no questions asked. Well, okay, obviously there will be questions, but remember, you need to be the one asking the questions, so that you can guide them and you can funnel them into buying your products over and over again. Then there's the subject matter of money, or maybe even no money. It all depends on your own strategy in obtaining it. And don't forget, you will need a certain amount of cash to start your business, to pay for things like, licenses, engineers, decorating. If you're going inside, buying some equipment, that's if your fitness business is going to be under a roof, of course. Also things like when you get the money, when you start earning it, how do you keep earning it? How do you keep that money? If you have a lot, will you invest it back into your business? And how are you going to go about getting as much of it as possible to secure your own future and the future of your family? The question is if you are going to earn a lot of money, will you use that money to create a legacy? Do you want to create a legacy? do you have what it takes to create a legacy? I love that question, actually. Do you have what it takes to create a legacy? But let's not forget, whilst all this is going on, your mindset remains the concrete foundation for everything else. And everything else is a ton of stuff to take on mentally. A ton, yes, or even more. But if you really are serious about creating that legacy that I mentioned before, then with the right mindset, it's all achievable. All is achievable. But every day you'll be doing a heap of stuff on your own that will require you to make a million decisions. These will involve your emotions, so you better keep them intact, because you're going to experience more annoyances and irritations than successes in the beginning. I personally could have thrown the towel in a few times when I started, I swear. Also, as you fight with your own fears and decisions, you may find yourself leaning towards a little procrastination, and whenever that happens, you can't give in to it. Procrastination is to be avoided at all costs. It serves nothing for the successful except toxicity. Also, some sound advice I've already given is never take your personal shit to work. Try to give both aspects of your life the same dedication and respect they both deserve, but never poison one with the other, your personal life and your business life. The key in the beginning is to focus on the important. There are fundamental questions that you need to answer regarding your plan. Then implement what you think is important, then refine, correct, disregard or use, and then repeat. You should focus on making money for sure, but do you know how you're going to balance all those other things? Those things that bring value to you and others, those things that will challenge you and grow you. For example, your training, are you really different but effective? Will you bring something special to the lives of your clients? Do you know your marketing strategies? How and where you'll advertise? Will you expand? Do you know exactly who you want your message to target? Excuse me, but do you really have the balls to do all that stuff and more as from today? The only way you can manage and handle all that is through one thing and one thing only. It is the key element to all success: mindset. The right mindset. It was and is my golden route to the existing success that I enjoy with my own successful bootcamp training facility. Also, the mindset that I have now, that I have developed, feeds me the ideas that make me grow myself as a person and as an entrepreneur. If you've just started your own fitness business, then it's obvious that you are of the entrepreneurial mode. But let's get clear on this. The new entrepreneur of today, in this world, not only must you have the ability to make money, offer services and products today or the short term, but also make it so it's substantial and successful in the long term. That is the challenge. It's so easy to sink quickly in today's world of business. Thought must be put on not just the today, but also the tomorrow. These are two different mindsets also. What you got to do today and what you got to do tomorrow. You're going to have to work hard mentally and physically just to stay afloat in the beginning. And I'm sure I don't have to repeat that. You all know these statistics, that every 10 new businesses that open, only 2 of them survive within the first 2 years. The rest just pop like balloons. Bye-bye, see you later, thanks for trying. It's sad. It's a sad truth, but that's the reality. As I mentioned earlier, you're going to need that clarity. You're going to have to grow a couple of big balls to face anything that is thrown at you. Then you're going to have to create a character, a personality that people love, they trust, they admire. You have to be someone they want to follow, someone they want to be like. That's what you're gonna have to do if you want success. You're going to have to create new relationships and then keep those relationships strong. You have to guard them with your life, because those relationships will bring you that money that you're looking for. And use those relationships in a way that's going to help their futures, not just your future. Through you have to help everybody and be collaborative transparently. Then there's the creation of communities, just like what I have done with my bootcamp training facility here in Spain. In my place, community is super important. It is. I don't think I could survive without the community aspect of my business. You also need to be completely dedicated to your own values and your own dreams. And like this, it will create communities of like-minded people who will always be by your side, who will value that you have a presence in their lives too because of your own core values. Finally, don't forget that what you put out there has to change not just the lives of a few, but the lives of many. Okay, it's super important. Super important. All those things that I've just talked about, all those elements, all that stuff creates the mechanics for the entrepreneurial mindset that is needed for success. So I'll finish with reminding you again what elements are necessary, are super important for success in your fitness business journey. And remember, this is just my this is the way that I look at things, okay? It might be good for you, might not be for you, but you must be proficient in certain skills: leadership, relationships, leveraging partnerships. You need to have a dedication to marketing, to sales. You need to be super anti-procrastinative. Is that a word? You need to be confident. You need to have conviction, courage. You have to have an attractive personality, commitment, and finally, you need to know, will you make a difference and change lives? Will you be the one that your clients love, that they follow? And don't forget that all this stuff, you can learn all these things. I did. When you are an expert in these elements that I've just mentioned, you will have an amazing mindset. And it will be a mindset that will bring you success after success after success. Okay? So, I'm not very good at all these video stuff and everything, but this is just my take on things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. And remember, go for it. Go for it. If it's here, go for it. See you real soon. Peace out.